Well, it's Wednesday and it's October 2nd. Just a reminder, I will go live if everything works out right on Saturday. I have two different pages because one got hacked and I got it back. So one starts at 6, one it says at 6:30. Just check the comments above the video and it'll tell you what time that page will be going live. And we can talk about the winter. So I'm going to bring this up now and just give you a little food for thought so you have a few days to think about it. This is kind of matching up finally. Finally, models are matching up to what I think winter is going to be like. Now, I think that towards the end of the month and into November, we're actually cold, and all these blues are below normal. The whites are average, and you can see the heat is out to the west. So, which lets you know is that your controlling winds are coming up over the top and then down towards the southeastern United States, and so it's pushing um, colder air into there. And the only thing I want to mention here, and I was going to bring it up Saturday, is the lakes are warmer than usual by a few degrees. So if you get some blast in November, cold air coming down over the lakes, um, you get enough friction with that temperature change and uplift, and what you're going to have is some really big squalls, lake effect squalls. And so that's something to keep an eye out as we get past, say, the 10th or so of November. Yeah, early like that. So let's just keep an eye out if this cold air comes down over the lakes. Remember, the lakes are really warm right now. And usually you're going to get these big conditions. I remember years ago, Buffalo and places getting socked in November, and I think this could be a year. And again, could be the year that this happens. Now, this is a Canadian model. What this shows you here is, here's the cold air up here, and this is for the period December, January, and February. Well, if we have a cold November, that means December is going to warm up a little bit, and it wouldn't be till the middle of January when it gets really cold again, but we have to see how this all works out. But basically, December, January, February, into March. Here's your cold air, here's your warm air, and all this section here that's in white, here is basically the fight zone. So you'll have storms coming up this way. Cold air from the north can get pulled in, and you can get some coastal storms down here, or you're going to get storms that are going to go under PA. Um, I don't know if they're going to cut up, but if they come up through Pennsylvania and then up towards New England, we get ripped off. So right now, I think there's going to be some nasty ice storms, especially in the mountain regions, and I think we're going to be in for average snow this year, and I'll talk about that on Saturday. And I think that there's going to be a lot of these sloppy storms where it starts to snow, changes to sleet, freezing rain, and then the rain, and it's just going to make for bad conditions. And that I can kind of see happening. And again, here's your fight zone through here, and here's where your storms are at. You can see here, starts down here, could be lows off the coast. We just have to see if this happens. I'm not calling for big snows, but we're in that fight zone, so anything can happen in the fight zone. Okay, so today was just another one of those days, at least in my area, where it was cloudy again and some sprinkles and some drizzle. And, you know, this is the radar, simulator radar around 8 o'clock this evening, and it takes it out through the nighttime hours and towards morning. And this is around 5 in the morning. You can still see eastern PA, south central PA, still got some drizzle still going on, and nothing's really changed in that area, but no heavy rains. And then as we get to Thursday night around 8 o'clock, there's a couple of spotty sprinkles, but for the most part, it's starting to dry out. And then as we get into Friday, you can still see there are some areas here, sprinkles and some drizzle and stuff still going on. Nothing out this way. And I think that on Friday will show up when you look at your temperatures on Friday. Let's move this to the afternoon. You can see out here temperatures get into around 70 degrees, and then you can see these areas here where they're staying in the 50s, and for the most part a lot of 60s. In eastern PA, New Jersey, you get some 70s, but along the shore low 60s. Delaware, for the most part, you're in the 60s. So you can tell pretty much where the clouds are at. And then as we move into the weekend, back into Saturday, let's move this ahead into Saturday. Let's see if we can make this work. Here's Friday evening around 8 o'clock again. Same area here. Pretty much drizzle, sprinkles. And as we move into the morning hours on Saturday, it finally looks like it's trying to make a move to the east, but basically still clouds for the most part over most of PA, Delaware, New Jersey. And like I said, there's some areas of spotty sprinkles and showers into Saturday. All right, I gave you a little bit to chew on with the winter forecast. Get those questions ready for me on Saturday. All right, take it easy. I'll update this again on Friday, and I'll see you on Saturday.